Who remembers the Wii U? With the Switch 2 coming out in just a few days, I think it's important that we look at the debacle of the Wii U launch and hope it doesn't happen with the Switch 2. In 2010, Nintendo was riding the high of the Wii. Everybody had one in their living room, your cousin, your grandma, even the nursing home. And then in 2011, it came time to announce their next console, and it was weird because the messaging was confusing and nobody knew what it meant. That was the first problem. They named it the Wii U, so people were assuming that it was an accessory, especially after they showed it. It looked like it was a Wii and a tablet, so people assumed the tablet was the accessory they were announcing. But it only gets worse because they started to show third-party games, and it looked like the tablet was only being used for things like the map. But if you're gonna buy this $300 accessory, why would you want it to just show a map? And then the specs were announced, and it showed that the Wii U was super underpowered, so much so that when they were thinking about PS4 and Xbox One ports, games weren't gonna be able to run on the Wii U, meaning that third parties were gonna have to recode a whole new version of the game just for this peripheral. So with the messaging confusion and the underwhelming power, people really weren't interested in the Wii U, and it didn't do well. This was all going on while the 3DS issue was happening too, so when management took their pay cuts, they were also trying to save the Wii U. It seemed to have worked for the 3DS, but not so much for the Wii U. And it brings me to now, with the Switch 2 launch, which seems to be repeating a lot of the same mistakes that the Wii U made without any of the correction attempts. Just look at the name, the Switch to the Switch 2. Not very exciting. All the leaks gave away any of the surprises, and what it looks like the hardware is going to be doing seems to be quite underwhelming and really underpowered. Plus, Nintendo's making all these bizarre choices with their TOS and the way that they're going to be treating games. Fans feel like they're being rejected, and it looks like Nintendo's doing nothing to try to fix it. But we'll know in a few days how this is going to turn out, because people are predicting really great sales, but there are people that are cautious, because this seems like it's going to be another Wii U instance. Maybe it's not a Switch 2, and it's just a Switch U. What do you think?